Hey guys, it's Michelle, and today is November the 4th, 2017. I meant to record this past week, but it has been chaos here. So I'm going to try to get a quick video in before I have to leave to go out of town on a work trip tomorrow. So, just a little recap of what there was of Dark October stitching. So what I'm showing you right now is my little Halloween tree that I put up. I have my bat lights on there that were a gift, but when they're lit up it's a little hard to tell that they're bats, but those are on there. And then I have these awesome skull ornaments that my friend Laurie gave me a million years ago. I had a couple other things on here, but somebody kept trying to eat them, so the skulls are all that's left at this point. But I'm going to take this down today, so I thought, oh, I'll show it to you guys real quick. And then I had a couple little fall pieces, autumn pieces here. This is a Blackbird Designs piece that a friend stitched for me, and this is a Jeanette Douglas piece that actually my friend Laurie stitched for me. So, and then this is it's a piece by Bright Needle, who unfortunately is no longer designing. I think this is called House on Blueberry Lane, and this is stitched over one, I think, on 28 count. And this was like one of my first times ever stitching over one, stitching on linen, stitching with silk. But I just love this piece, and it's in a dark purple frame. It's a little hard to see that that's purple, but fun. Okay, so what did I work on Dark October? I showed you my well, that's exciting. You can see my Fitbit charging. I showed you kind of the first few things that I started on at the beginning of the month. Ramses has come to help. So, thanks. Could you not? Okay. So, oh my gosh. So Friday the 13th, I started on the talking board by Primitive Needle, and this is how far I got. I actually started on the sun and then had to rip that back out. So this is sun stitched second time. I did not get real far on this, as you can see, but I did make a little start on it. Don't play in the blinds. Come on. Stop. Tut has come to help as well. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. It's not like I just have 5 minutes to record or anything. I worked on this piece more than any other piece this month. This is my my Halloween fairy, my Mirabilia Halloween fairy that was in the kit. This is the fabric that I dyed myself. It started off as a silk weaver. I over-dyed it, and I'm loving how the threads look on that. And I've been having a lot of problems with my eyes, so some of that is too much time on the computer for work. Some of it is I really need to go get my glasses prescription filled. So this piece, because it's 28 count or 32 or whatever it is, was really easy to stitch on, and it was enjoyable, and so I just kind of kept going on this one. So this is many nights of stitching, but I love how it's looking. This is my tiny start on Lazy Bear Mountain. And this was another piece of fabric that I dyed myself. It started off white. And, oh gosh, my needle minders are stuck together now. Okay, well, whatever. So this is maybe a couple nights stitching on this, that's it. I think this is on 35 count. I actually tried stitching with black DMC. I tried one strand, that was not enough. I tried 2 strands, that was too much. And so then I opted to go with Weeks Onyx and try it. And so 1 strand of Weeks Onyx was perfect. I thought the coverage was really good. Definitely better than the DMC. So that's what I'm going with. And it'll give it a little bit of, variation in that border. So that's my small little start there. And then I worked on Blacked Sky for a little bit. I haven't stitched on this, I don't think, since last October. So last time I worked on it, I finished block 1, and I started up on this top border and started filling the black in. And so this month I started block 2, and I got to use some new thread colors, which was kind of fun. Of course, I'm not remembering which colors they are. I think it was Ocotillo and whatever this brown is for that weird little squirrel thing or whatever that is. And then I started kind of carrying that top border across. So this is on 40 count, Vintage Pear by Lakeside, which is the called for. And I'm stitching with the Pure Palette silks that are the called for silks. And I absolutely love it. I love this piece so much. And as much problem that I was having with my eyes, I was not having any problem with this 40 count. I was a little afraid of that, but no problems at all. So really enjoyed working on this. And then for my Halloween start, I wanted to start Bram Stoker's Dracula, this Dracula book cover that was a freebie from Damn Good Crafts. And so I started that, and this is on my Gonder linen. I honestly don't know what count this is, but it looks like it might be 40. We'll see. So I started this black DMC, stitched the bats, stitched the side of this castle, started over here. Here's my Edward Gorey Dracula needle minder that I made for myself. And so you can see I did these bats. I started over here, and then I kind of came back over here and did those little spikes. So I'm loving this so far. I've been stitching on this since Halloween. Granted, I've only stitched about 3 nights this week, including Halloween, so not a ton of progress. Last night, I think I did 2 rows of this and then realized that I made a mistake. So right here, I have 1 too many stitches on my top row. So I gotta rip all that crap back out. Awesome. So anyway, I'm enjoying this very much. I will stitch on it tonight. And then tomorrow I am heading off for my work trip. I think I'm going to try to take Mystery 9 with me. I think I'm going to take it off the scroll rods. I'm going to take it with me and one, see if I can make some really good progress on it while I'm holed up in a hotel room at night, and two, I'm just going to stitch in hand, because obviously I'm not taking that scroll rod, and I'm just going to see if I can make some really good progress on it this week. So I'm not going to take any beads or anything. I'm just going to take threads and fabric and stuff. So that's my plan. And I'll probably show you like kind of before and after pictures so that you can see where I started and how much I got done. I'm hoping that in the evenings at least I will have some time to sit and stitch a little bit. So that's my plan. So super short, quick video update. But I wanted to let you know how Dark October went and show you what I worked on. So, all right. See you soon. Hey guys, it's Michelle, and today is Sunday, November 5th, 2017. So I made it to Baltimore. It really kind of sucks having to fly for work on a not work day. Because it's like I only got, a day of the weekend, one day rather than two. But I made it here, and I got to meet up with Robin from My Life's a Stitch, and we went to dinner and had a fabulous time. It was so good to meet her, and we just had a blast. So it feels like we've known each other for forever. So anyway, it was super fun to get to meet her, and it made having to travel on a weekend a lot more tolerable for sure. While I was on the plane, I started a new book. I started reading The Drawing of the Three, which is the second Stephen King book in the Dark Tower series. So you may recall the last time I came to Baltimore, I started and finished The Gunslinger. And so I thought, why not pick up the next book? So I started that and got a good way into it, but oh my God, I'm so tired. I could hardly keep my eyes open there at the end. So I may try to read a little bit more this week, but I may honestly not pick it back up till I get back on the plane. So having been well fed and getting to spend some time with a lovely stitcher, I'm now here in my hotel room, and it's looking suspiciously like I'm going to have to work at 12:30, which I'm not thrilled about. But I'm even less thrilled about the fact that I may have to work at 3 a.m. Yeah. So, on to better things. So, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, so I've got my laptop all set up, and I'm watching some Flosstube, which I have not watched Flosstube in like weeks and weeks and weeks, it seems. So I'm watching Stitcherista, and I told you that I would show you where I am on Mystery 9 so we can see how far I get this week. So here's what I did. So, and again, hotel lighting, so sorry for that. But I put this in my 10-inch, 11-inch Q-snap, whatever this is, And so here's what I did to get around the beads. Obviously, I'm going to work in this top left corner and try to finish this green hedge here that's got all the Algerian eyelets in it. So I could clamp on the top and the side, no problem. Down here though, I have beads right here. So I just put a piece of fabric under there to protect my stitches. There's no beading underneath here. There's just some right there in that corner. So I just slid it down so that I'm not clamping over my beads. So yeah, that should work just fine. Unfortunately, on this side, I have all the beads, so I can't clamp on this side. So that's just gonna have to hang loose. But I've at least got 3 sides clamped. I think that should be fine. I mean, my tension's pretty good even without that side clamped, so I think I'm okay. And it's better than that freaking scroll rod, let me tell you that. So I am going to see what I can get done. I'm really hoping that this deal this week is not super stressful and that like the worst of it is over, and that when I get done at the end of the day, I can just come back to my hotel room and just stitch with nobody bothering me, and not having to work and not having to worry about work and what have you. So I'm hoping that I can actually make some good progress on this. That would make me feel super happy. Like, my goal would be to finish this corner. That's kind of a stretch goal probably, but I need to get all these eyelets in here, and you can see like there are stitches that go, you know, on the other side of where these, like the 2 green stitches, then there's 2 bronze stitches over here. So I have to do those, and then I have to come back and fill in all the eyelets. And it looks like I kind of got like halfway with that bronze. So I have to do the other half. And then I have to do the pool that goes right here that looks like this. So it would be good if I could get that done though, right? Because then I'd have 2 of the 4 corners done, which would be awesome. And I don't think I'm going to put it back on that stupid scroll frame because it's ridiculous. So if I can make this work, even with just clamping 3 sides, I'm totally going to try this. Because I think that if I could make this more manageable, I might actually work on it. And I really want this done by the end of the year. So, okay, well, it's 11 o'clock. I should have about an hour and a half before I have to maybe dial into a conference bridge and do some work. So let's see what I can get done. Yay, stitching.